Hey there, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And this is Higher Level Gaming, bringing you an episode of Newswatch. So today we're bringing you some incredible news about two games that are going to be coming out soon, Fallout 76 and Pokemon Let's Go.
So both of these projects were released today with trailers, so if you haven't seen them, make sure to check them out.
We've got links down below. So we're going to start with Pokemon because this is the one that we're a little bit more hyped about. The new Pokemon game is called Let's Go Pikachu, or rather that's one version. There's also Let's Go Eevee, very similarly to how there's usually two games released per cycle with Pokemon.
The trailer showcases being able to transfer Pokemon from Go to your Switch, and it even incorporates another Pokewalk type gadget that's shaped like a Pokeball called Pokeball Plus.
The Let's Go games seem to have the traditional battle system, so this is going to be true to the series, but the way you catch the Pokemon is also changing because now you use the Joy-Con, similar to how you throw the Pokeball in the Pokemon Go app.
This new title seems to be a culmination of the different technologies the series dabbled in the past, but it has a strong focus on Go cross-platform play. I think I'll probably put more time into it now that the new Switch game is released. I really got into Pokemon Go. I skated around my neighborhood a lot trying to find Pokemon, and it was really fun. So I think it's really cool that it's being integrated into a full Pokemon game. There's also a lot of original generation Pokemon that I recognize, so that's exciting. And it's kind of cool that they added a multiplayer to it too, so that two people can play at once in a game.
Other than that, everything seems to function just how the DS and Game Boy games did, all with an explorable region that seems to be Kanto, the original region, again, and we see a familiar face with Professor Oak and a few other people in the trailer. Last but not least, there will be another Pokemon game coming late 2019 that's going to be a core game in the series, so it's going to continue from where Sun and Moon left off. There's also going to be some of the Pokemon from the Alola region and a few special guest Pokemon in the Let's Go games. So we're going to get to see some interesting Pokemon before we get that full release next year. This is definitely to build up probably a bigger audience for that game. They have also put out kind of like an iOS phone style game called Pokemon Quest. I haven't tried it myself. The reports are, though, that the game is alright. Like, it's nothing really too amazing. So, honestly, I'm really excited. I think this gives me a good reason to get back into Pokemon Go, try it out. Maybe I'll lose a little bit of weight or something. I'm wondering if this is going to be the only Pokemon project to incorporate Pokemon Go, and, is this going to be an indication of how the next game plays out, or are they gonna stick to like the core mechanics that they've already had from the past and just give us this fun like additional game, kind of like a remaster and some new features tied in? This gives me a lot of questions about the direction that they're gonna take with the core series from here on out. I also think it's really exciting because honestly, in my opinion, there's not too many standout titles on the Switch, or really titles on the Switch that utilize being able to take it on the go with you. And, by being so closely tied in with Pokemon Go, this is the perfect game for that. There's really no other games that have this level of interaction on any console right now. So Nintendo, once again, is coming through with those really creative game designs.
So not only did we get this giant Pokemon reveal, we also had word from Bethesda Studios.
A new Fallout project in the works, and it's called Fallout 76. I really like the colorful intro. They chose like a really different look for the teaser trailer. There was like the please stand by screen, and I think that might be an indication that this game is going to be really different from the previous entries into the series. A lot of people are actually afraid that it's some kind of battle royale game, which I really hope that's not what's going on here. I honestly don't think Bethesda would do that. Too many people have already publicly jumped on that hype train. It's kind of like too late now. So there's a giant poster about Reclamation Day, and just because we know it is Vault 76 from Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, we know that Vault 76 was a vault that was supposed to open 20 years after the Great War. So we're expecting a very different Fallout game than any that we have seen thus far. A lot of people are saying there won't be super mutants in the game, or a lot of the other like monsters that we see, like the Death Claws, because they haven't had time for that to happen, since this is like a prequel to all of the previous Fallout games. The game will have quests and RPG elements, but also a large base building component, similar to what was in Fallout 4.
I have my fingers crossed that this could still be a new game that follows in the footsteps of Fallout 3 or 4, but if it's not, I just hope they do find a way to incorporate a really good story and more meaningful side quests, because that's one of the areas I feel Fallout 4 didn't do so good in. Also, I'm really hoping that more settlements don't need our help.
I'm conflicted about this one because I'm not sure that the base building was really up to par in Fallout 4. I really did enjoy it. I was playing on PC though, and I didn't really like building bases until I downloaded a bunch of mods that kind of fixed what Bethesda had put in the game. And I really didn't like how much they focused on the settlements and capturing settlements all throughout the wasteland. So again, I think this is another example of how games nowadays are all trending towards that games as a service model. We see that with the newest Call of Duty games. We see that with, Battlefield V, with the customizations, with Battlefront. All of the developers nowadays, they just want to create a service that you subscribe to and are constantly putting money back into. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a game that's released at full retail value, or if maybe this is going to be something that has like a lower entry point and is heavier on the microtransactions. So I suppose this game is going to be more similar to the Elder Scrolls Online than it will be to like Fallout 4 or any of the other mainline single player releases that Bethesda has done. Well, that's it for our first episode of Newswatch. We're going to be doing about 1 to 2 videos like this, giving you gaming news every week. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more content like this.
This eye is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.